We first presented the migration about 6 years ago at the Atlas Performing Arts in DC, in a very small, intimate venue. So when Washington Performing Arts approached us about opening their 50th anniversary season with the migration, I thought it was a great opportunity to revisit the work and build it for not a small venue, but a larger space. Collaboration is really, really important to South Africa. Partnering with Washington Performing Arts is amazing, but then within the confines of the production, of the artistic production, collaborating with live singers, live vocalists, and live musicians is also a great challenge. You know, in Step Africa, our artists are both dancers and musicians, right? So as much as we are visually trying to be intriguing, we're also trying to be musically exciting. So it's kind of a challenge for our artists to take that on. So it's kind of a little bit of a break. We have a little percussive assistance from a drummer, like we'll have in the migration, or some amazing vocalists like we'll have here. And then migration also features our first ever, South Africa's first ever collaboration with jazz music. You know, jazz is a uniquely American art form, stepping's a uniquely American art form. And so this production is a platform for one of my favorite works ever in the history of the company called Train. And we spell Train, T-R-A-N-E, in honor of John Coltrane, because it's a shadow to, it's a, you know, kind of a tribute to him, but it's also in reference to the train that carried African Americans from the South to the North in search of a better life. So it's just a really special piece. And if no one had, if audiences have not seen us perform Train, this will be the perfect place to see that. The audience is going to get a chance to see not only the work of Jacob Lawrence in a very, very different way. I mean, you have to see the panels at the Phillips Collection because, I mean, this is a part of our American history. But what Step Africa wants to do is give you another way to experience those same beautiful, incredible paintings. And so we'll do that. We're building a pretty elaborate set because we're touring this production not only in DC, this is the DC launch of a national tour. So we're building a set that we really want to pay tribute to Jacob Lawrence's work and provide an excellent, you know, stage in which to view it, you know, and to really study what he created in the 1940s about the Great Migration. Then there's, of course, the dancers. You know, the South Africa dancers are, you know, they're world-class artists. They're the best in the world at what they do. We're the only professional company in the world dedicated to this tradition of stepping in the way that we do it. And so they are ready to tell this story of the Great Migration. There are a lot of takeaways for the migration. I mean, first and foremost, it's the fact that this story of migration, of people moving in search of a better life, regardless, transcends color, transcends nationality, transcends religion, transcends whatever. And we want to really focus on that. Although we are telling the story of African Americans moving from the South to the North at a specific time in American history, this relates to, you know, the Irish moving from their homeland to the United States 30, 40 years prior, or the millions of European immigrants who came to this country in search of a better life. The current situation in Syria, you know, it really resonates. And so we want to have conversations about that, how, you know, and kind of take away the negative stereotype that we're attaching to migrants these days, because at the end of the day, they're people looking for better opportunities, and that's what we're going to really focus on and celebrate. And I think this show will be a great platform for that, because it's an American story. Yes, it's tied to African American culture, but it's no person in the country is really untouched by the Great Migration. And I think Step Africa telling that story is going to be very special.